We have here the world's best shop vac ever made. Unfortunately, it was made a long time ago, and they have changed the design of this thing quite a bit in recent years. I bought this thing, I don't know, 20 years ago, 25, could be 30 years ago. I don't remember. I've had this so long. This is the Fein Turbo II, the model 95513. They're super quiet, they're powerful, but one of the problems that everybody has eventually is the foam rubber used to make these things so quiet starts to disintegrate, and I finally am at that point. So it's time to see if I can rebuild the sound absorbing area, replace the foam that's rotting away with new foam. Okay, to get these apart, it's pretty simple. Take off the filter on the bottom. Take off this cage that has a float inside. Pull this off. This foam feels crumbly. It's just crumbling apart here. So I'm going to make a template for each piece and make some new ones. The inside of the top cover, this centerpiece of foam, there are 4 push nuts holding the foam down. And so those are metal push nuts on a plastic stud, so they would be quite difficult to remove without breaking a stud. So I have to cut off each of the metal pieces. Okay, this foam I got from an upholstery shop. It's essentially the same thickness as the stuff that I just removed, about 1/2 inch thick. This has a fabric backing. The density is very similar. I don't know if this is used also for any acoustic purposes, but it's good enough for rebuilding this vacuum. Okay, I gotta get push nuts for here. So these studs are, I'm getting 5mm. Should do it. Just poke a hole with a scratch awl find the top of it. Just using a nut driver to push these on. We also have these pieces here that are like an inch thick. There's 3 of these, so, and they're broken. One that they put over here, and then there's one here, and there's one here. So these guys look like that. So this one here is same thing. And this guy here is the same thing. So there's 3 of these. I'll make a template, cut them out of foam. For these thicker blocks, I found some thicker acoustic foam. It's sold as acoustic foam. These pieces here are, I think they sell them as 8" by 8" by 1", but they're really metric. So these are 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters by 3 centimeters. But they're close enough. Really see it with the black on black, but it's good enough. And I'm going to cut it out with scissors. Electric knife would be the best, but these straight cuts are pretty easy with the scissors. These round cuts are not easy with the scissors. Nip it. I can only nip a little bit at a time. We'll go with that. So, okay, we'll do 2 more. The other foam sound absorption material is way down in here. I could take this apart. This is the exhaust comes straight into that and then out to the rest of the room. So it's hitting this foam first and then coming into the new foam I built for up here. But this foam is actually in good shape. You know, it's not crumbly. It's still resilient. It comes right back. It's not sticky. So I am not going to bother with it right now. Maybe in the future, but I'm just going to put this back together with the pieces I've made at this point and see what we got. They had one piece in here like this, tucked down just like that. They had one piece tucked in this side, but they had it tucked in like this. So I'm just gonna do the same. So kind of a quick review of the airflow here and how they're deadening sound. The motor exhaust will come out of here, flow into this area. We'll have the foam line cap here that will send it down through these holes over here and out. So you can get a better view of that over here. Airflow comes out of here, down and out. Over on this side, airflow from the vacuum bag will come up out of these holes here, up, out through the holes here into the cap that's foam lined and down through all these holes and then exit out here. So it's kind of getting bounced around between all the foam. That's how they do it. All right, let's put this thing back together. little piece of foam is still good. Just going to reuse that. Float and cage. HEPA filter. All right, let's put this on and see what we got. So that's how we replace foam in these things. It was kind of simple. It didn't cost much, but it now has a new lease on life, and I think I'll have this for as long as I can. I think it'll outlast me. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope this was useful.